Hey guys, good afternoon. This is Dr. Mike from Providence Chiropractic. Welcome back. We're going live. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to get on. Just want to introduce you to a special guest today. This is a guy who is not only an awesome team member here at the office, a huge asset to what we do, but is also got an amazing testimony on weight loss. A lot of you guys are come up to me and ask me about weight loss and want to know how to do it. What's the right way? How do you get motivated to lose weight? Those kind of things. So he's going to be sharing his story, his testimony today with you guys, which is a very special thing because normally you're getting a tip from me or my testimony from last week. But I want to give you guys an amazing testimony that maybe you guys can relate to a little bit more as well with your own weight loss issues, whether it's 5 pounds or 50 pounds or 100 pounds. Jeremy, he's going to be giving you what he did. He's going to be giving you those tips. And as you know, he's our certified health coach here now, as well as an x-ray tech. And again, we're just excited to have him on board. Love his heart, love his testimony for people. He's got, like I said, an amazing testimony that's going to hopefully encourage at least one or if not 100 of you today. So I'm really excited about that. I am snacking a little bit. Apologize for eating. I just got done with shift. I'm really hungry. As you can see, I'm snacking on some cashew, almond, pistachio mix there. Good healthy fats. So if you're in the middle of a shift yourself or getting done or you want to snack, instead of running to McDonald's, just pick up a bag of nuts. That's going to give you a good healthy fat, healthy snack, omega-3, omega-6, omega-9 blend. So almonds, cashews, and pistachios. Good little snack. So hopefully you guys are getting on now. We're going to get started. And just make sure that you guys are tuned into this one. Save it, share it. We love feedback. We love questions, comments. We love all that stuff. So liking it and sharing it, obviously, to get this to as many people as possible is our number one goal. So again, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking it and sharing it. So I'm going to turn it over right now. Let me give that to Jeremy.
Hi guys, Dr. Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This has been such a blessing being here. And so Dr. Mike wanted me to give my testimony. And so here we go. So all that said, back about 10, 12 years ago, I started on this weight loss journey. Honestly, it had a lot to do with I was watching at the time, again, don't judge me, watching Biggest Loser. And for some reason, something clicked inside of me to say, okay, if these guys can lose this much weight in this amount of time, I can definitely do it. I've always been athletic. It started when I was a kid. I was always overweight. Ever since I was about 5 years old, put on a lot of weight and couldn't get rid of it. My parents, love them to death. They're amazing parents, but they just weren't versed in nutrition. They weren't versed in whole food nutrition. And so, and of course, a lot of the literature back then is completely different than it is now. We've grown and learned a lot, but all that said, they didn't know any better, and so I grew up eating fast food. I was always on the run. I played sports, played baseball, basketball, football, soccer, tennis. I played it all, and so all that said, because of that, we were always on the move, and so I was in fast food consistently every day. We were catching something. I was eating within 10 minutes, sculpting down 2, 3 double cheeseburgers before a baseball game. So as you guys can imagine, I put on a lot of weight really fast. When I was a senior in high school, I had gotten up to about 200 pounds, and then when I went into college, I gained the freshman 50. And so I went up to about 250, 260 pounds. At that time, I was getting kind of miserable. I was kind of, joints were feeling it. Definitely 260 pounds on this kind of a frame was a lot of weight. And so all that said, fast forward up 2-3 years, I was getting into Biggest Loser, and I was like, you know what, I've always been athletic. I've never been one that didn't like to be active, and so I was like, there should be no reason why I'm this weight. And so one day I decided I was going to start, and it was really slow. It was one of those things where I started with my weight loss journey working out 4 or 5 days a week, but it was walking. I was doing just walking. I wasn't running. I wasn't trying to go whole hog. I just was what I could do when I could do it. And I also watched, I was learning about nutrition at the time. So through Biggest Loser, which again, I say don't look to the advice of Biggest Loser for good nutrition. Let me just say that. But that's where I started. And so after getting some information from them, I incorporated it into my life. And when I did that, the first week that I was there, first week I lost about 3 or 4 pounds. And for anybody that knows about weight loss and about nutrition, losing about 3 or 4 pounds in a week, especially at the very beginning, a lot of times that's water weight. I didn't know that. I wasn't that knowledgeable at that time. So I just saw it as, oh man, 3 or 4 pounds I lost. So it encouraged me. And of course, that is what motivated me throughout the whole process. Is every week I was dropping 2, 3, and 4 pounds, and watching that weight come off. Of course, again, when it came to nutrition, as I continued to go down this path, I continued to get more knowledgeable and gain understanding of what proper nutrition looked like, what whole food nutrition looked like. So again, fast forward about 6 months later, I had dropped about 100 pounds. I know that you heard me right. 6 months, I dropped 100 pounds. And that was about 10 to 12 years ago. And so at that point, it has been a lifestyle of figuring out how to balance. And so, to be honest with you, losing weight is not that difficult. I mean, it's hard, but it's not that difficult. The real test is when you try to keep off that weight, because you hear stories all the time, especially in Biggest Loser even. These guys, they're losing weight and then they're putting it right back on plus some. So what the real key word here is balance. And so that's one thing that over a process of several years, I learned what it looked like to have balance, to encourage myself when I made a bad decision, to push past when I had those feelings that I wanted to overindulge. And honestly, it got easier. And so now 10 years later, 12 years later, I've kept the weight off. And actually was so passionate about my journey and wanting to see other people win, that about 6 months ago I decided to go back and get certified as a certified health coach. And so of course me and Dr. Mike met up. I've been going here to Providence Chiropractic, which shameless plug, chiropractic is, man, it's a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to health and whole wellness. And so that's another thing. You want to make sure that your body's functioning properly, that you're not having any issues when it comes to your thyroid and adrenals and everything, and all that plays a role in weight loss. So, but all that said, scaling back, so when it comes to my lifestyle, I wanted to be able to share that with other people. I wanted to be able to help other people stay motivated and not just lose weight. Because again, that's easy. It's hard, but it's easy. I want to help people live a lifestyle change. So I want people to make a switch, and for it to take effect to where you're not having to. It's not a I'm on a diet or I'm yo-yoing and I'm gaining weight back. It's I've figured out how to manage a lifestyle and living healthy and living happy, and being able to be there for my family when I'm even now, being able to go out and play with my girls. And so anyways, that's my story. I hope you were encouraged by it. Again, just like Dr. Mike said, like, share. We want our story and our thoughts and things to get out. We want people to be encouraged by it. So we sure do love you guys. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.